Look for
okay. Well, thank you.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm usually good morning, but good evening. That was a great stream, was it not? It was a lot of fun. Like I was telling Steve, you guys are just killing it. And
thanks, man.
3 weeks away, Joefest.
Holy cow!
Now you get to play, right? And
There you
as
go.
you so eloquently pointed out, you noticed that the stands were also a tan color. You mentioned that just before we came on. I'm like, that's right. Everyone, I didn't say that on the stream, so yeah.
I'm just like, the attention to detail is amazing. It's so great.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And again, thanks for doing this. Helps bring eyes to us, and we just have a good time, and we love having you guys. So I'm not used to having so many people on the screen though, so this may take some adjusting. Let's see who's all in the chat.
Everybody.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Let's see. If we go way back, Crash, we were talking before. And of course, we got Hillbilly.
Yeehaw.
Hillbilly.
Spoon Killer.
What's up, Spoon?
Hey, Spoon. Spoon.
Joe Hunter. Always
Oh, hey,
good.
Joe. What's up, man?
Josiah, how are you? Beta Ray Bob. Yeah, he was on a couple weeks ago, man. He was so fun.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
It's a good episode. Joe
And of course, Gaz. Hey, Gaz.
Hey,
He was on last week, and last week kind of went off the rails, but it was fun.
Oh yeah,
it was so fun.
With the hillbilly reading the Lord of the
Joe.
Rings. So let's not go back to that.
Hi guys.
Oh, leopard, hello.
The Silmarillion, right? I heard that part. Silmarillion. Someone doesn't like that.
Larry.
What's up, Lair? Lair Bear.
Jeff Morris, how are you? And here we go. Ronnie Trickshot, a legend.
Hey. What's up, Ronnie?
Hey, Ronnie.
G.I. Jetman. He just recently started a YouTube channel, so everybody should check him out. Pretty nice guy.
Yeah. Hey, Jetman.
Joe Ricondo. Glad to see you on the stream, buddy.
Hey, Joe.
I've been up for like 23 hours.
Nice.
Oh.
I took a nap today.
Wow.
Hey,
Those
Phil.
are good. Hey, Phil.
It's like I love naps because they don't cost me a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going good. There's G.I. Jokers. Hello.
Hey, Steve.
Stevie.
And Hillbill's got a message. He said, Ken and Steve did a great job. Super proud of you.
Thank you for the support.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Eric.
Oh.
Hey, Bees.
Bees Battleground.
Check out Bees Battlegrounds.
Yeah, I think it's the first time I've seen him. Love your reviews. They're really great.
Yeah, Bobby B is a good guy.
Yeah, I think as far as classified reviews go, I think him and Shark Eyes are killing it. There could be others out there doing them, but I love how I don't really do classifieds, but they make me want to get a couple. So
that punk guy is okay too. I'd say he's just okay. He's all right.
I always look at him as the 3-hour stream guy. With the
he is.
reviews.
He is. Yeah.
He comes up a little short sometimes, you know.
I just love it. I took a selfie with him, and he was only up to here on me, and I just felt good about that all weekend.
Yep.
I'm a whole 5'6" to his 5'4", and I'm puffing my chest out every time. So when I got drunk, I tried not to slouch too low, like I did the year before when I defaulted to being the shortest guy. But if he's in the room, all the reason to stand straight up.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
right.
I mean, when you see him on YouTube, he doesn't look like he's really that short. It's like Will doesn't look like he's that tall.
Yes.
When you meet Will, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, Lawrence goes to me, Will, I thought you were really short and fat. That's
No.
I can't believe it. And I was like, thanks, man.
He's like 6'7".
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
nothing like
Joe,
that.
loving that setup behind you, buddy.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
this?
That looks
That's
great.
nothing.
Yes.
That's nothing.
Yeah,
Joe's really flexing.
Joe Ricardo's killing it, man. He is the ambassador of Delta.
I'm absolutely in love with this toy line and everything Steve and Ken does, and the side chats we talk about, and this is coming up, and this is going to happen, and it's amazing.
Well, Joe, you're amazing, and you got to know that too.
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah.
Hey, they invited me. Hey, they invited me in. You get what you get.
You get lucky.
That's right. Yeah, we appreciate you, Joe. You're a hard worker. You're enthusiastic. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys. And you wait to this Joefest. You see what happens down there.
No.
Are we going to get the full moon or what?
No.
Depends how much you had to drink. We'll start with a half moon on the Thursday night, but wait till I get there.
You're gonna see mega sales.
Yeah, Joe's
nice.
Joe's legendary.
There we go.
Yep.
Ronnie's saying it all right there.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Having a bunch of people on here, so I would just like to know, and everybody in the chat too, and everybody please play along. What is your favorite Delta 17 figure?
Thunder Battalion.
Shepherd.
Oh, Leonidas for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, Leonidas is mine as well.
Nice.
Depends which one I'm holding.
Yeah. Right?
The new one they just announced.
Death Sparrow, I had a Kestrel phase for a moment there. I even, I just couldn't put her down. Shepherd's great. I'm holding a Thunder Battalion, and I'm like, this is the best figure they got. This is easily the best figure. And then I go, Jaguar's looking pretty damn cool over here. It just happens. Shepherd, it does kick ass, though.
Oh, Crash, I know which one's your favorite. Joe, I'm not actually sure which one's yours.
Thunder Battalion.
Oh, you did say that.
Okay.
Because of that emblem. I think that emblem is my new Cobra emblem. I used to love the Cobra emblem. Now I love Retrograd.
Crash, have you moved off of Rooster yet, or is he still number one with a bullet?
No, he's all.
Dude, that's number one. There's no one better.
I forget who it was, but in your guys' stream, somebody put in, I think it was Ray Murphy. He said something about he might make a full desert Rooster.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome. Because his 6-inch custom of Rooster was just fantastic.
Yeah, very nice.
And so was Tony's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him and Tony.
Oh, yeah. And Tony just did the, what was it? Leonidas. 6-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked
Hey,
awesome.
what's going on?
John, look at me.
Hey, man.
Wow.
How's it going,
How
buddy?
you doing? You made
What's
it.
up, everyone? Everyone doing
Emerald
good?
Knight Studios in the house.
Look at that. We are at capacity.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Wow.
John, are you entering the Joefest photo contest?
How do you enter that?
I saw it on the website, and I just went, I know a guy who'll kill this thing. Murder this whole contest.
Yeah.
So how you enter that is you just walk in and throw your photos on the ground and be like, check them out.
Oh, got it.
This is John walking in. There's a line of. I win. Just scoop up the chips and walk away. That's
No,
it.
it should be fun. It should be fun. I gotta look that
Yeah,
up though.
that's
Yeah, I
right,
gotta
eh?
see what's more. What's involved with that. So I gotta definitely check that out. I got a few Delta picks I could probably use for that. So.
Oh yeah. Have they done like a panel list yet for times, or is that still a week or so away?
I saw one, and yeah, I think I saw one posted on the Joefest Facebook group or page. Rather.
Okay. Are you guys doing a panel this year?
We canceled it. We were going to.
Oh.
No.
And I purposely stole the spot that Travis Moody from Toy Kind of Mood had last year so that we could bump him. Then I found out he wasn't going, and I'm like, then it kind of numbed it for me. But then Steve and I were talking. We're like, we don't have enough to show for Wave 2 right now, or the Hind to do the panel effectively. So we just said,
fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough interactions at the booth that I think you'll get all that information out there. So I remember last year, lots of questions, a lot of real deep interest in the lore of Delta 17. I found myself talking about it constantly with people. So it wasn't just people coming up, picking up the product and nice, shiny, walk away.
Yeah.
They wanted to know what was going on and and everything. So people are really engaged.
So we had 6 people at the booth last year, and that Friday night rush, we needed all hands on deck, right? And then of course this year we have a third booth, and because we'll have everything from last year plus what we're bringing in this year. So now with Joe Recondo there, with 7 of us, I still think it's going to be all hands on deck for the Friday night.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, like we got desperate enough. Crash was just kind of like, Ken, you run and go make some change. He hands me a $100 bill. And he goes, "You go make us some change." I'm like, "Yes, sir."
Yeah.
I'm running down the hallway trying to get all the way to the hotel trying to get change. I'm like, did he just give me an order? Right? I'm like, no, just tell yourself, Ken, he's doing it because he thinks you can do this quickly, which you can't, but he thinks you can. He thinks little guy can run fast, which I was. I was running funny, but I just told myself that's why. But it was a funny moment, and I'm like, Crash, you bossed me around on the first night.
Come on, man. You can move faster than I can. If I run through, it's like a linebacker running through the first place.
Hey, Ken, the best way to get that change is go to the bar and get a beer, pay for it with 100, and you got all that change coming back.
You get like a nickel
That's
back.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. As I'm coming down the hallway, chugging it, they're like, "No, you can't drink here." Yeah, sorry, I'm on official business.
Yeah. Get there half lit. Like, oops.
Now, this Larry said his favorite Delta 17 is Papa Bear, which is a custom that Alpha One Creative and Hillbilly made him out of a Delta Squad figure. It looks really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. I probably saw it. It's ringing a bell.
Yeah, it looks really good. The actual head looks just like him.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, I wish you could be at Joe Fest too. It is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah, I'm incredibly blessed. This is year number 5.
Yeah, same year. Yeah. Oh wow, Casey.
It'll be
a 5-year club. We need a jacket or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
5-timers.
We
year 3.
Yeah,
it's 3 for you. I think Crash is at 4 because I think you skipped a couple in between. I think you did 2020, then you skipped a couple, and then for 2023 you came back. I think a few of us are on year 3, right? Steve and I are on year 3. I think Joe, I think you said you're year 3. John, I think you're year 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Year 4 will be this year for me.
What about Matt? Is it year 2 for you? What's the?
For me?
5.
Yeah.
I've been just as often as Casey.
Oh, you're 5 as well. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every single one he's been to, I was with him.
Right.
Because
the first
funny,
one was,
after I met Casey, I found him in a picture right behind me from like the previous year. So as I was looking, I didn't recognize him because he was just background before I knew him. And then after I met him, I'm like, there he is. We were back to back practically.
I'm just a face in the crowd, Will. Just a face in the crowd.
And we're Lex and Rec Ship. Were you there last year?
Yeah, first year last year.
You were there.
This will be my first year.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we talk last year or no?
I walked by your booth multiple times, but I don't think I ever interacted with you guys much.
Oh,
that's because he wasn't 1/18th then.
Yeah.
He was in the middle of a
Now,
Oh.
You can thank Casey for that to
Yeah.
get me into 118th.
Yeah,
he's
good.
converted.
I have all of them now.
Yes.
Oh
Way
wow!
to
All
enable.
right, well, thank you.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. If I truly believe in something, I will talk about it. And I believe that these are not just the best 118 scale figures out right now, but I threw it in the chat on your guys' stream. Your guys' customer service is top notch. Any issues,
Oh.
you guys are just right there, which I really haven't had any, but I've heard good stories.
I still got that arm for you, Joe Ricondo.
I told you, email Steve. I'll send
Yeah.
it out.
Still got that bum arm to give Steve, like you said.
No, I told you to bring
Nice.
it to Joefest. We want to see that because I want.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
really want to see what's wrong with that. It looked
Yep.
all messed up.
Yeah, I think
The last I
think
checked,
that-
QC guy at for Delta 17, he's really bored. He just sits around and just plays solitaire all day. He doesn't
I
really
got-
do much.
I gotta.
I
say,
definitely. Here's a
I've al-
QC issue right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
no,
just
that's
a rarity.
fine.
That's awesome.
and
Dude,
awesome.
I claim that.
That's yours. Yeah. And Steve was nice enough to give me a nice error package. I think one of the accessories was missing last year, so I treasure that one.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much for that, Steve.
Did you guys fix the belt on the Thunder Battalion for this release?
Yes. Well, on the FEP it was. I hope they didn't turn it back the other way for the production run.
Be funny if you just kept it the
Oh,
same
right.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
But
he's,
it's a different-
he's in
it's a
there
different
properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the FEP,
Yeah.
we haven't cracked open the
Yeah.
cases at the fulfill right yet, have we?
But the good thing about that is
No.
like the easiest fix ever. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, if it happens again,
Yeah.
it's just tradition at this point.
Yeah.
That's
it.
right.
The
Yeah.
the line's
Poor
done.
guys are bagging themselves as they run. Yeah. Yeah. It's over.
So, what else is everybody looking forward to at Joe Fest besides hanging out? That's number one.
No,
Hang
that
out.
is
Delta
number
17.
one.
Mhm.
Handshakes, hugs,
Yep.
hanging out.
And
Alcohol.
everybody can expect pictures because I'm just crazy. I like to get pictures with everybody. I like to keep those memories.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Drinking,
Casey,
sharing
I
stories,
have
smoking
some,
cigars.
I have
Yep.
some Motu for you, Casey.
What's that?
I have Motu for you.
I like a little Motu.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm bringing your Motu.
Yeah,
to
just a little.
Joefest.
I like a little Motu.
I'm looking forward to harassing everybody.
What else?
Excellent.
What else is new, Crash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the harassment commence.
Yep. Crash
Gonna
keeps
be
us
so fun.
alive. He does keep us alive in our chats and stuff. He's like, hey guys.
Yeah, whenever the chat
Yeah,
gets
sure.
a little light, Crash will wake everybody up.
Like, hey guys, check
Yep.
this out.
Yeah.
Good man.
Now, 7 backed out, right?
Oh, I asked Ed directly yesterday about that. He said
Uh-huh.
he's just waiting to hear back on something from them,
Okay.
but he knows they just went through something company wide.
Yeah.
So he understands if he hasn't gotten an answer yet, but it's just a brief. I was drinking and I was brave enough to ask him, like, I noticed they're not on the floor plan. He goes, stand by. You know, he's not 100% sure what's going to happen there yet, as of like
Remember-
2 days ago.
Do you remember last year they left like all those brand new glass?
Yeah.
display
Oh, yeah,
cases?
yeah.
Dude,
And
I
was like-
want. Dude,
Yeah.
I was
wanted
definitely
them
thinking
so
like
bad.
bring a trailer this year.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, there might be an opportunity there. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very nice. They were like, no, we had them shipped here and we built them on the floor, so we're not taking them with us. And it was just up for
Wow.
grabs. And they were like, like IKEA cabinets,
Mhm.
like with the
Yeah.
glass doors and
Yeah.
everything.
The
Yeah.
Billy
I would,
cases,
I
yeah.
dude, I would have loaded them in my truck. I had no room.
Right.
It
Yeah.
would have been cool. I'm getting ready to go glass cabinets. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
I got my first one ready to
Yeah. No
put
kidding.
together. Here we go.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
G.I. Jetman says he collects classified, but he's thinking about picking up some of the O-rings. They're really awesome.
Ooh,
Do it.
dive in, buddy.
Oh,
Dive
do
in.
Join the club, Jetman. Do it.
Enabling.
The Lord scale. Got to do it.
You started that crap.
Peer pressure. Do it.
Will
Do it.
commence enabling. Commence enabling.
Yes.
I mean, we obviously can't recommend them enough. So yes, just order you 2 or 3. Then your next order, you'll order the rest.
We do have a lot of people like that.
Well,
you know, Steve, the same guy ordering 2 figures and 2 more.
I wanted to mention was a great comment in the Toy Connection stream was that with the Delta Troop, the Desert Delta Troop, someone was saying, head swapping.
Yeah.
So now you take your Delta team members from Wave 1 and throw their head on a desert. So you got to buy a bunch of those 2-packs, and you can make some really cool combinations that way.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like
that'd be cool.
I like the card art behind him. How you had both the factions right behind the figures. That's what I like.
Yeah, this right there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I think,
and
I think, Steve, you said that the final version is going to have the actual
right
names
there.
on
That's
it.
what I like. Right there.
Like it'll actually say Thunder Battalion and Delta Squad, right? on the final one.
Come on, Troop Builder.
I don't remember.
Is such a great exclusive item. I mean, just such a smart use of, it gives us something exclusive and and just different environments. It's something that, I always wished like the original Joe line did was like, why not just do a Arctic warfare wave and a desert wave or, because we had those like individualized troopers, but I would have loved to see, just like in the comic, you see the entire team in Arctic gear, and I would love that. That's great.
It's my frustration with Classified right now. Fun. They just have Snow Job for the Joes.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What? This is why Snow Job drinks so much. He's so lonely.
Everyone but Quick Kick get
that kid off my ice.
Frostbite joined him later.
Give him this stick. Don't give him the stick.
Give him a stick.
We had more time to plan this year. That's why we had the card back, right? Because last year, Steve, I think we got pretty late in the game, and we're like, should we do an exclusive? And that's how Red Okami ended up in a clamshell, right? So,
You know what? I got a lot of compliments over that figure.
Oh yeah.
Because it even said Delta 17 on the back of the little clamshell.
Yep.
So that was a nice touch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, that was kind of cool.
Question.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure, guys. I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
Nope. Go ahead.
No, I just wasn't sure if it was answered. I saw it in the comments, and instinctively I went to star it, but I realized I'm not actually. It was Ken's stream, not mine, so I couldn't start. But I just brought it up. Was just someone said, "Will there be Okami? Last year's exclusive available at this year's show?" And I don't know if you guys addressed it on the stream. I had to.
Nice.
I did it.
Okay.
I did address that.
You did. Okay. I'm so sorry. Then I will.
No, I can't. I can't promise how many we're gonna have, right, Steve? Because that's we didn't make a huge run of that at all, but it's
right.
But we'll have it. So
yeah.
We're not going to
feature
it or necessarily. We're not necessarily going to feature or advertise it, because technically it's last year's exclusive.
But like the way Steve was mentioning, it's just that Delta 17 is doing really big in this circle, but almost daily I see people who are like, I just got my first figure. These are great. I see these Instagram posts constantly. And, we're past over a year out. And, some people are really just finding out about it. And I just feel like with each person, kind of that sphere grows. And, Steve was saying he'd love to just break out of that, kind of small ecosphere that we're in here now and reach some of the mainstream. But, so it would be nice to have some of those, and we've seen all the, I was just saying, like, if people, there's scalpers, there's people that try to take advantage, but one of the great things you did with that exclusive was you made it readily available to fans, and and there wasn't much of that. Although Joe finds eBay listings every once in a while for figures you could easily find right on the Delta 17 website. And
check this out.
People are trying to sell them on eBay for 4 times as much.
It was flattering though
Yeah.
to see $130 as the asking price for the Red Okami.
Right.
It was actually very. I mean, we hate it, but at the same time, it's a real compliment.
Yeah.
You know what I
And you
mean?
can still just go
And
on
it
the
was-
website and get it.
Well, the thing is, it was in that
Right.
holdover period before we put it on the site, and so and it was actually sold at $130. We're like, whoa, right? We don't encourage it.
Listen, there
you
are
know?
some people that have more money than sense, and you know they can't be bothered to Google something. So you know,
So yeah,
Some
this year that
FOMO
turnaround time was short.
happens. A little bit of FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I'll
year
have
that
to
lag
I'll have
time
to
will be a
admit
lot
that
less.
was me that sold it.
hey,
No, I
That
mean,
would
was
have
a
been
joke.
awesome.
might
Got
as
fun
well.
that hind. No.
yeah, that'd be funny. But yeah, like we think that will expand our circle as we go, you know, and get our names on people's minds. Like the Hailstorm figure is sort of our mini breakthrough figure, you know. It's like, you know, all these other guys, they're Delta 17, right? So some people will just say, look at it and be like, nah, I don't want to get into a new thing. Who are these guys, right? But the Hailstorm itself, it's just a completely different animal, right? And we're thinking it's almost like half vehicle, half figure. And we're thinking that people will want to add this to whatever they're like. It works with 4-inch modern. It works with ARA. You could probably work it into other lines. So this, and then of course the hind is going to be our absolute big breakthrough. No one's had the balls to make the hind properly yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we necessarily have the balls to do it, but we're definitely dumb enough.
Nope. Trying.
Yeah.
I have a question
So-
on that hind real quick. That you mentioned that maybe a prototype for 2026. So
Yeah.
could it be at Joefest 2026 as far as just to show the prototype?
Yes. Yeah. I think we'll definitely hit that marker. With the progress that we're going at with the new team right now, I think we can hit that marker. It'll probably be just a printed prototype, high quality print. Because I don't think we'll have tooling done by that stage. Tooling is probably going to be I don't know, 3-month, maybe 4-month process, like just, you know, checking, like just the checks of everything and adjustments and all that stuff. So it doesn't matter how careful we are on our end. We will always have a lot of things that will get caught when they put it through the molding software and the innovations and stuff. We want to make sure that everything's really, really dialed too. We don't want to, this is our big chance, right? And it's going to be a big investment as far as money goes. So to have, you know, the wheels break off or, you know, the canopy cracks, all that stuff, we can't allow that to happen. So we'll definitely have a prototype for 2026. Whether or not we have it as a product for 2027 is not guaranteed, because we really want to make sure it is, you know, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. and you guys are going to a certain line before you attempt to kickstart it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not like a napkin drawing and you're doing a Kickstarter and then people are waiting 5 years. It's going to be at a certain process, and you're going to say like, hey, we've gotten to this point. Now we need the tooling. So this is where Kickstarter happens, right? Like,
yeah, the sculpting will be done by the time all that happens. And Steve, do you think we can also get the interior 3D printed, or do you think it's going to be mostly a shell next year?
Oh no, of course, absolutely. There's no way I'm bringing it there without the interior and the ability to take it apart and show people and different things like that. Like, our goal is to not kickstart it. We're going to try our best to avoid that. It's possible, but I don't want to make any promises. The good thing about Kickstarter is twofold, right? One, it really expands your market and reaches new people. It's like it's its own advertising hub, really. So that part is good. And the second thing is you get to find homes for all of these, you know, these vehicles. They're not going to be cheap, but they won't be expensive either. You know, I think that people should see by now that we're relatively fair with our pricing. We will try to be as fair as we can be with the big hind as well. So, you know, the good part is we find homes for all of them. So that way we can adjust our production. Like, hey, we sold X, maybe whatever, 3,000 of this or 1,000 of that. We get an idea of the 2 paint schemes. Maybe there's a third, I don't know. And we get an idea of how much to produce for each one. And they all get to go home to their homes right after, like a happy puppy. So that's good.
So people are just finding out now that there are 2 color schemes planned for the Hind. So, I know we've been talking, Steve, about that, but they just realized we've never actually told them that, have we? That there are 2 color schemes planned.
Yeah, I think we have. There's like the traditional colors, the historical color scheme where, sort of your Afghanistan war that everyone's familiar with, the tan and the green probably. And then there's the retrograde version, which will be black, gray with red windows and different things like that.
That's
yep.
Yeah. And we're looking at other, there's other things we can look at as time goes by. There's two or three.
Purple with orange windows. Come on.
So Joker mobile.
Yeah.
Spook Killer's asked about small battle sets, world building.
Great question.
Yeah. Like we have another weapons pack that'll be coming out in 2026. It's Russian themed. Small battle sets, they're a lot of fun. There's a few things that I've drawn out, but I'm not really happy with it yet as far as, wow, this is, 9 out of 10. Right now it's sitting at about 6 out of 10. So that's not good enough to progress with. The Hind is taking up most of our bandwidth right now, as well as, obviously Joefest and then Wave 2. Oh, is he going?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to take off.
Oh, all right. All right, later, Crash.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's probably at work.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Fair. But yeah, we'd love to do small play sets and all that stuff. We just don't. We want to find something really unique that just can't be passed up, right? And G.I. Joe did a really good job with those. So there's not a lot of. We'll find something.
I'm sure.
Doghouse for the dog.
Yeah.
Getting grown in by little doghouses.
That's another thing.
The blue rocket.
When I originally started, got all the Delta 17 first wave, I like every figure, but if I had to rank them, Leonidas was more towards the back end until I read the comic.
Yep.
And after I read the comic, that pushed him towards the top. You guys killed it.
Yep.
You gave him so much personality that it added so much to the character.
Yeah. Issue 1 was sort of Leo's issue. So in issue, as we go on, we want to explore the other characters as well, but we still want to have, Mr. Nutbar as one of the central figures, of course.
Sure.
So what kind of puppets flashbang? I'm not sure if we want it. Like, I love German Shepherds. I got a purebred here myself, beautiful dog, but I also love the Belgian Malinois, right? They're both, I mean, you just can't, when you see a Belgian on YouTube or whatever, you cannot deny the freaking meat missile, insane. They're half cat. They run straight up walls.
Yeah, they actually do.
So
they're ninjas. They're ninja dogs, basically.
They're Okami dogs.
Exactly, right? They're impossible.
There you go, Joe. A mech dog. Mecha dog. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. New Dark Shadows characters. We've got a bunch of retrograde. Do we have anything Dark Shadows in the pipe? I can't remember.
You want me to tell now?
Come on,
do it.
I don't think from what you told me about 2A, it doesn't seem like it. 1 might sneak in based on what you told me last time, but it's looking like it might be more like Wave 2 beta. Because I know the Arctic theme you were leaning into wasn't Dark Shadows heavy. So if we have the 6 characters I'm thinking of, there's not one in there, but you've also switched that 6 character 3 or 4 times. You know, that's how I found out. That's how I found out.
You guys got to pay attention to. Steve's really tricky. You watch his cam because he sometimes sneaks little things in there, and I've caught things in the past. Right now with so many people on screen, he's small, so it's hard for my
just leave him up on full screen, Casey, the whole time.
My old peepers, but we really do need to take some screenshots and look in between the lines there, because Steve, I think before the Hind came out, there was a couple of times where he just was shifting stuff around and moved like a picture, and it was a blueprint of the Hind or something, And in hindsight, I was like, oh,
hindsight, get it?
So Steve, there was one Dark Shadows army builder you were teasing me about for Wave 2, right? But I also don't know what's that 6th sculpt you're gonna give to Jesse to do. I know what the 5th one is. I don't know what the 6th one is because you've changed that one a few times. But if it's the last one,
that's the problem.
Then it's not Dark Shadows, but you might change that because because Leadfoot was in there and then she wasn't, right? So,
right, yeah, that's the problem. Is like we really. Like I like being teams and themes oriented to an extent, but we also need standout characters. And it's difficult because if you look at any toy line, think of any toy line, whether it's Motu, Transformers, G.I. Joe, their Wave 1 always becomes their most important. Well, not all of them, but a handful of their Wave 1 guys. Sorry, are their most important characters. Megatron, Optimus, Bumblebee. Skeletor, He-Man, etc. For G.I. Joe, there you just sort of had a band of green, but in amongst that was Scarlet, Snake Eyes, and Stalker, right? And those were your 3 cornerstones for the good guys. So that's the difficulty of making a toy line is, you want to bring your best to the front, but when you bring your best to the front and they become the cornerstone, how do you accent that in a way that's relevant and really makes people like, okay, I need that, right? Like in retrospect, we can go now and look back at G.I. Joe and see, the 500 characters that they brought out. Sci-Fi was a fun toy, but was he necessary? No, not at all, right? A lot of these guys were sort of that way, but they were great toys. Maybe an all-female bodyguard squad for Shadow Dragon. That'd be fun. Yeah. That would be fun. Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. There's too many females in the pipe right now. I got to slow it down. Spend more time with my wife. No. Anyways.
Just saying, if you need good character ideas, go back to Podcast from the Pit a few weeks ago, where we discussed some new characters for G.I. Joe. Just saying.
Yeah. There we go. Nice.
Here is I'm so excited for everything that comes out in this line.
Mm-hmm.
And
thanks, man.
Like I said, there's been no bad thing.
No.
Oh,
and
appreciate that.
Yeah. So, and excited for the exclusives. Are you going to have about the same amount of exclusives as you brought to Joefest last year, or did you trim that down?
Let's not talk quantities, okay, Casey? The rest of those are coming home with me.
You'll be taken care of. You'll be taken care of, Casey. Let's put it.
Joe's going to do a lot of desert pictures up in there in upstate New York.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out how to get in there early.
Yeah. We'll have a healthy amount at Joefest, and the rest is on a boat leaving hopefully Monday. I just saw a certain politician was upset with China, saying that they broke their deal. So I talked to Joe and I was like, hurry, push the boat, push it. So it's on the water, right?
Yeah, really.
So,
yeah.
What a world we live in where we're like, hurry so we can only pay 30%. Like, it's,
right.
That's the world we live in.
Yeah.
And Ken, you said that it won't be at DFW, right?
That the plan isn't for it to go to DFW at the moment. Steve, we might make an impulse decision on the day of, but that's not currently in the plan, right? Even if we did, we'd have to wholesale it higher. Even if we did,
oh,
I don't care. Take my money.
No,
because
we want to be as fair.
Yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, we love the fact that you guys are so fair because then we just buy more figures.
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, that's kind of how it works. Removable full face helmets, release different variation on the
Hey.
helmets. Yeah,
Look who made it.
it'd be
Eric,
fun.
Hey, Eric.
go, buddy.
Yeehaw.
He made it.
Yeehaw.
What's up, buddy?
Yeehaw.
Oh, there you are. It was loading slower. I was
Wait,
like,
what
"What
are you
is
doing?
everyone? What?" Yeah.
He's in the
Am I
broom
missing the
closet.
party?
Yeah,
Are we,
Eric,
in the bathroom? Please don't.
Eric, please don't sit down on that camera.
If your water's swirling, you're out.
We've already had a skid mark.
Flush.
There he is.
There you go.
All right.
Hey, Eric.
Got a desk in the bathroom. That's pretty cool.
How you doing, man?
Oh, living some sort of a nightmare. You all did an amazing job all day. I'm
Yes,
so
they
proud
did.
of you all.
Yep.
And
No, thanks,
if
dude.
you ever need a renegade Delta 17 guy, you can always count on Hillbilly.
Yeah, perfect. Need a hillbilly.
You see Spoon Killer's comment? Look for hostages.
That's funny.
Nice.
Yeah, basically. Look for kids here.
That's cool.
I'm still here. Y'all can just go ahead. I'm just listening.
Blink twice if you're the real
All
hillbilly.
right.
Will the real hillbilly
Yeah.
please stand up?
Oh.
Please stand up.
It's fun being here by myself in this whole building.
Are you not by yourself
Oh,
now?
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
surrounded
man.
by friends.
Yep.
Well, not friends, but family.
There you
All my
go.
family, man.
There you
Well, we got Hillbilly on here too. I just want to go ahead and say that we are going to do a live stream. I think it's Wednesday, the 18th, the day before we leave for Joefest. We're going to do a live stream,
go. Yeah.
like a little kickoff for
Yeah.
Joefest.
Wow.
It'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Should be fun. So we always do like a pre-Joe Fest, kind of
Yeah.
what we're looking for thing. And since we want Matt to be able to be there and Hillbilly to be able to be there, that's the best time. We're going to do it like that this year. It should be fun.
I'll be working evening.
So-
Day shift that day. So,
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah. And you all have your own booth too at Joe Fest, right? Like
We
you'll have one
do,
out-
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yep.
Maybe even.
Booth 26, I believe, will be out in
Hell
the
yeah.
by where you can get your tickets at.
Yeah, you'll be near Audible.
Yeah, I think,
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
yeah, we're almost right directly across from the registration where you buy your ticket.
That's probably
That
good.
table.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta post your here's my table location at Joe Fest like everybody else is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll see us.
Mhm.
I mean, you can't walk past us with the,
Yeah, we'll be right out front.
Smart. It's pretty smart.
I'm
we're
actually,
gonna have
I'm actually
Hillbilly
gonna,
flag everybody down.
yeah. Steve, I'll set that up either like right before we go to Joe Fest or while we're already there, because it's probably the best. If I post it now, people might forget.
Right.
It'll get lost in all the exclusive
Right.
talk. So, right. So for our case,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
fair
we're in
enough,
pretty good
yeah.
company. We got Audible Interlude, Talking Joe's, us, Chapel's Assistant Motor Pod, and somebody else. But
Ed will be right across from you.
Are
Probably.
you guys going to be streaming from the show?
we're not sure what we're going to do yet. I know we want to record something, but we also don't want to keep shoving cameras in our friends' faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wanna
Yeah.
spend
I did that all last year. Nobody got
Yeah.
mad that I know of. That I know of.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, Hillbilly did an awesome video on day 3, so he might do that like every day. It should be fun, like a little
Nice.
Joe Fest streams.
We may
I've been going back and watching like everyone else's Joe Fest videos from last year of 2024, and everyone was shoving cameras in everyone's faces, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't be out of place.
Yep.
But me and Matt always say we're going to do something at Joe Fest, and we never do because we're just caught up looking for stuff, talking to
Pretty
people.
occupied.
Yeah. I mean, we got friends we only see like once a year. We just want to hang out.
Mhm.
But yeah, we definitely got to get some video footage this year, more than we did last year.
Y'all come to
Yeah, that'd
DFW
be
the
cool.
week after, you know.
I really wanted to. I
Yeah.
actually took the time off work and was all planned on doing that. I was actually going to drive to Georgia, drive back to Florida, take a flight because the DFW show's at the airport, basically, right? It's like
Just north
it's right
of it.
there. So I figured I
Grapevine.
could just take a shuttle right from the airport.
Mhm.
No need for a rental or anything, and go right there. But just some things happened that were outside of my control, and I kind of had to cut one. And I'm not cutting Joefest because.
Are you going to DFW, Wes?
Yeah, I live in Austin, so it's
Oh,
3.5.
yeah.
It's 3.5
Oh.
hours for me. Joefest is
Meet John. So meet John
16
there.
and a half.
So meet John there. He'll be
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
in
I'll be there.
DFW, so yeah, it's.
Well, I gotta tell you,
I'm
yeah,
in-
I mean, I gotta tell you, DFW's got some really good GI Joe guests. The panels
do.
look really good. That
Yep.
vehicle customization class that they're doing on Friday night, I think, looks just awesome. It's like they're bringing like how to build a vehicle with real GI Joe. The guys that worked on the vehicles in the original line, like there to help you. Like it's
Sweet.
really cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
really
sweet.
cool stuff. Yeah,
That's Friday.
I think it's
you
Friday
said?
night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Ron Rudat's actually coming to Kentuckiana
Yeah,
which is
some of
only
y'all
an
come
hour
up here,
from me
okay?
in July. What's that?
Oh, some of y'all got to come up here to Kentucky at some point.
Yeah. Come hang out with us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ron Rudat, it'd be the second time he's been there. And I'm definitely going to try to get a commission from him before then.
That will be great.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
that's
I
probably
hear
one of
you.
the things that, with being 5 Joe Fests now, Larry Hama's been there a couple times. Ron Rudat's been there every time. And I just never have anything prepared. So I'm always like, and I feel awkward going up because there's a line and I'm just going to go, hi. And run away,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. So I see them there.
Yeah.
And it's great, but
Hi,
I'm like,
you're Ron Rudat.
yeah, hi, Ron
Yeah.
Rudat. I like you. And run away Larry Hama.
Well, it was like when I met Iron Maiden. So me and my buddies, there was about, I don't know, 6 or 7 of us. We went to their concert and I was like, come on, let's go to the back. Let's meet them. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I meet bands all the time. Come on. So we go meet Iron Maiden, right? And so a bunch of the guys, 3 of them were like, well, we want to go to a bar. Let's go party. I'm like, sweet. We'll meet you at the zoo. So we tell them about this place called the Zoo in Winnipeg and we meet them. We go there. I'm like, shit, why did I invite him here? Like the Zoo was like the deadliest biker bar. Like people were smashing bottles and stabbing each other kind of thing, right? And so anyways, me and my buddies are all there, and sure enough, Nico McBrain, Dave Murray, and Yannick Gers walk in, and they're like, "Oh, hey guys," and we're all just like, "Oh,
Hello."
You're Iron Maiden. They're like, so what's up? What do you guys do? And we didn't. I don't think we even offered them a chair. We were just like, holy shit! Like we're actually like you're here, and then after a couple minutes, they're like, okay, well, you guys have a good one. We're like, yeah, okay. Afterwards, it was like, oh shit, we should have offered them a chair and talked about stuff, but we just couldn't. Anyways, it was sad.
That's how I was last year whenever I got to meet Steve and Will and everybody and Casey and Matt and Ken. I was like, oh my gosh, you're stars. You're superstars.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm right. I mean, I was blown away getting to meet everybody last year. I was dumbfounded.
Yep.
Didn't know what to say.
Oh, that's just fun. Yeah, it's
we
just
had
fun,
a great
man.
time.
That's good times.
I was just thrilled to
Stupid
meet
cat.
you, Eric, because when I was going to do my selfie with Casey, he remembers this. I was like, let's wait till Hillbilly gets here. I waited just for that selfie, and then I missed Matt somehow. So, I don't know how it happened, right?
Shadow Maiden.
Shadow.
I think I ran.
Nice.
The Shadow Dragons women handlers.
Yeah.
The woman wrangler, yeah. Get into line.
They come
Spoon,
out
you're
after
full of
midnight.
great ideas tonight, man. These are awesome.
Yeah. Slow it down there. I don't want to have to put you on commission here. Right now, he's
By the way,
applying for
Steve, come on,
trademarks.
man. I'm gonna bug you this from time to time now. Where's some Navy stuff? I know you're a coastie. I know you're a coastie.
That's right.
Yes, I was. Well, a volunteer. Yeah. We had some good times on the water. Almost hit a sea lion midair at full speed. That was cool.
Mid-air. That's awesome.
Midair.
Sea lion,
Yeah.
but-
So it's 3 days after the huge gale that we were stuck in, and I think 2 or 3 people were killed during that gale. We couldn't get to. Well, we got to one to recover the black box out of the. We were sent to the airport where a plane had crashed and the pilot had died. But once we got onto land, but we were stuck in the water for 5.5 hours. It should have taken us 40 minutes to drive from point A to point B, but we were too busy going up and down. But anyways, 3 days later, we were sent out to do a boat swap because our huge tow cage, which is like thick steel behind us, had cracked right in half from the storm. And so it's the leftovers from the gale. So there still is some really good chop out there. So we're getting air in the Zodiac, and there's 400 horse on that little Zodiac. So Murray, the coxswain there, he's just gunning it. We're getting great air. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I've never seen a sea lion breach before. Never seen in my life. But just right in front of us, he breaches fully out of the water as we're getting air over a wave. And he turns to look at us, and you could see his eyes just like, holy cow, like huge eyes like this. And we just missed him, right? We're all like, brace, all 3 of us, and we must have just missed him. The guy, pulls back on the controls. He's like, "Did you see that?" It's like, yeah, obviously we saw. Holy cow! That was probably one of the funnest moments in my life.
It's the boat equivalent of going past a goose here in the U.S. on the road.
What's that? Say again. You're a little bit quiet.
Oh, I said that's the equivalent of us in the U.S. hitting the Canadian geese in the roads.
Yeah.
I almost did that this morning on accident. They were on my way to work this morning. They were just all crossing the road, but there's no road like street lamps there. I was going about to feel real bad about it because I was with the little goslings with them. Oh no!
Yeah,
they're still all fluffy and cute and not jerks.
Yeah, I rescued 3 goslings a week ago. We were in the city, and they couldn't get up onto the cement curb. Right, the parents had crossed the road like good parents, and the whole bunch of them were just carrying on. And then there was 3 just sitting there bouncing. So I stopped traffic, and I just go over and I pick them up, and the mom's coming right up to me like, "Gonna kill me, right?" I'm like, "Oh shit, it's okay." Sorry, kid.
No, please, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, don't kill me.
I seen a video the other day where like the mom goose is walking like 6 or 7 of the little babies over a grate, like a sewer grate. Lost half of them the first time, walks back and loses the other half. I'm like, oh my goodness, she did that on purpose.
Yeah. Screw this, right? I'm going to the bar.
I'm sure there was water down there. That's fine.
Yeah,
maybe it was the dad. Right. You don't know.
Yeah. He's like, alimony? No, alimony.
Going through that sea lion's mind. Yeehaw.
Also, we are doing a live stream in the morning at 8 a.m. where we are going to be talking our top 5 O-ring figures from 2001.
Ooh.
Which I don't have any of these, so doing the research is fun.
You're also kind of celebrating 300 subscribers, right?
Yes, we'll talk about that. It's
nice. Wow.
We're on a mission. We're doing great. And Ronnie Trickshot will be on the stream tomorrow morning. And off course. Always like to have at least two friends with us. It just makes the
Nice.
live streams fun.
Yeah.
Remember,
Ronnie-
Casey, when y'all get
Yeah,
the Spy
Ronnie's a
Troops
good
and
guy.
Viper Venom, I gotta be on there because I love those. That was my childhood.
I just got to figure out when those start, and you're definitely there.
Mm.
Thank you, Spoon Killer.
Yeah, congrats on 300, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Like I said, you
Yeah.
deserve a million
You're
and one at least.
You're almost at 1,000, Will. I think you're.
Almost, yeah.
was close,
Yeah,
yes.
it keeps fluctuating, and it's my fault because I'm inconsistent with uploading stuff. And I know if I did do it correctly, the subs would come. But doing live streams doesn't really build subs the way videos do, or short.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
But
So.
yeah, I just keep fluctuating. I've been at like 980. 989, then I go back down to 980 because like 10 people are like, screw this guy. And I'm like, okay, I guess,
Yeah.
But my content does vary too, so I don't just do GI Joe. So I think sometimes I'll do something that someone likes, they'll sub, and then the next week, like this Sunday, I'm doing girl 1/18 scale action figures made for girls. So that's going to be the second part of the show. The first part is Delta 17 Joefest exclusives. But the second part, so some people might not like that, but I like to cover all the 1/18 scale stuff and even stuff that's not even made for me, just to get it out there because, well, I love the 1/18 scale. So
yeah, I sent you the photos, right?
You did. Thank you so much. I'm going to share them.
That's fine. I've got a list
I
of
put
people.
in my thumbnail that I was revealing them, but you know what I mean? It's a little clickbait,
That's okay. Post reveal. There you go.
But I will say
wow.
Thank you very much.
What is fun is I'm
Nice.
doing a members only stream after, and I will be revealing something that Steve so graciously is going to allow me to bring to Joefest. So I will be showing some of that off. It's a work in progress.
Yes.
So
Nice.
but that's going to be a members only thing. I'm not going to reveal it publicly until Joefest.
People see it in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Not less.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I need 12 people. So if you know, like call up your mom or something, your aunt, a couple cousins, just tell them to subscribe to this guy and get him over.
Get that
Yeah.
For sure.
12 people.
They're looking for recipes. You'll have to do some recipe videos.
Listen, I also
then.
do Elmer's squishies. It's like this thing I do with my grandkids. They're like little pour and mold, little squishy creatures.
Oh yeah.
I do that on my channel as well. So some of those people might be like, he hasn't done anything with those in a while. That's why I subbed, and then I do 8 months of talking about action figures and stuff like that. So
yeah,
hey, I can come on and help you with the recipes.
I haven't done wrestling in a while myself, so
yeah.
I missed the wrestling, Ken.
I know people are asking, like, I haven't done wrestling in a while. I'm like, I know, but like I have all these books from either Carson or Dan Klingesmith or Brian Hickey or somebody.
I like the Toy Connections live streams too. I know.
So something kind of had to go when I decided to ramp up the history. Like, I don't know if you all noticed, but around the time that happened, there was a switch in the way I started doing the history videos. Right. And all of you, including, John here too, who doesn't pump his channel much, everyone started doing live streams. And I'm like, you know what? I can come here and be a guest. I can be on Oz's as a guest. Sure. I'm like, if that takes one thing out of my schedule, even though people love the Sunday TKOs, I'm like, but where do my strengths really lie? Right. It's in the presentation, like a bunch of you have either been in a video or, like Will, you and I did one together. And then the 3 podcasts from the Pit guys, I got you all to do that cut of Resolute. Right, which one of the videos I'm really, really proud of because of the way it came out.
That was very well done.
Especially Hillbilly's bit on Tunnel Rat. Just watch that video. Just go to the 16-minute mark just for Hillbilly to talk about Tunnel Rat. Right. Whenever if I sometimes rewatch a video to see if I've covered something already. If I do rewatch that one, I jump to that section first, then I go back and watch the beginning. So.
Yeah, I really did enjoy it.
How nuts I went.
All right. Sure thing, Gaz. I'll try. But we just had a TKO live, technically. Technically, we did. Right?
Yeah,
oh yeah, Gaz's line in there. It's good. It's good. That was the first thing he said on the Resolute video. He says, "Yeah, Resolute's good. It's good." And he sounds so chill when everybody else is like super amped up. So I don't know, Gaz, you want me to tell you this? I showed Steve already. I did a super cut of Gaz saying it's good after somebody else talks. Right? Did it as like a prank. So like I cut it after. Yeah. So I cut up a bunch of like my other history videos of like Han saying something and Dom saying something, and Gaz will pipe in and go, yeah, it's good. Right? And all of a sudden, like Source will say something, and then Gaz will go, yeah, it's good. I haven't posted it publicly because I haven't talked to Gaz about whether or not he finds that unflattering or not.
I love it. I love Gaz.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was in that Resolute with us. It was that video so amazing. Your history stuff. I'm telling you got to do a Motu 2000 X.
Ooh, yeah,
that is something I'm thinking of. Where's Kenzo? Are you in the chat? Okay, I
don't think so.
That's somebody who I want to do a Motu video with. So, right.
I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, 2000X is way down the line for me, but it's what brought me back into Motu when I watched it 2000X properly. So, yeah.
I just did a rewatch. Love it.
Yeah, the Snake Men. Yeah.
All right.
What were those commercials they did back in the day where they had the guy in half shadow and it was like eating Frosted Flakes or something? That's what friendship looks like.
Oh yeah.
Basically,
his face is blurred out. And he has to do like a really
he's
talking to a cup.
A cardboard voice right now.
Yeah, talking to a cup. Oh gosh, I was there when
like Bane.
Bane. Yeah.
Oh, camera crap.
He's a character you unlock. Yeah.
Agent X.
Worst unlock ever.
Yep. No, don't say that.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. This was always going to be like an hour long. I know Matt's got to get up early. Ken, you got up early. Everybody, I mean, we all work for a living, so. And I got to stream early in the morning, so thank you guys so much.
Good.
Thanks everybody for being in the chat. Like I said, I love doing this. Thank you everybody for supporting us. 307 now.
Nice.
Wow.
Very happy. Thanks, Bob. Oh, Lilith. Hey, Lilith.
What's up, Lilith?
And Spoon Killer is right. Great V17 reveal.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking 3 weeks, they'll be in my hands.
Yep. I can't wait to meet you all in a few weeks.
Yes, it's going to be so fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I root for everybody who can go. I recommend go. Even if you don't have a lot of spend money. It's a lot of fun. Because I'm not going to have a lot of spend money either. And I just spent some of it in my head. So.
Not anymore, I'm not.
All right. Thanks,
really
everybody. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah.